Hello everyone and welcome back. And in this video we are going to install a software called Local by Flywheel, which allows you to install WordPress on your local computer. And then in later videos we are going to expand on what you can do with Local. So if you would like to be notified when these other videos go up, please hit the subscribe and the bell notification. So with that being said, let's get started. My name is Steve with majorinwp.com, and as you can see we have hopped over to the Local by Flywheel website, and it is located at local.getflywheel.com, which I will link in the description below. But before we download, I want to go over some of the features real quick. One of the neat features, if you're a web developer and you're building websites for clients, is that Local by Flywheel gives you the opportunity to send a live demo URL to your client. So with that URL, so they can see the site as if it was live on the web already. So you send them the URL, they can look at it on their end. You can make changes on your end right here on your local computer and get it exactly the way they want it before you actually have to upload it live to a server. As you can see, the standard version, according to Local, will always be free, and they are working on a pro version right now. So some of the features is containerization, so your isolated sites are powered by Docker. You can swap between Nginx and Apache. You also can swap between PHP versions, so you can use PHP versions 5.2.4 up to 7.0.3 right now. And they do update those consistently. You can view your sites on mobile devices, tablets, and other computers by using that demo site URL. They do offer support for the WordPress multi-site. So the site blueprints is pretty interesting. If you always build your sites with a certain theme and maybe, however many plugins you want to load up, you can set that as a blueprint. So every time you go to Local and create a new site, it will download that theme and then download all the plugins that you start every site with. You can export and import sites. You have mail catcher, so you can test emails while offline. You got access to logs and a lot of other things that make this a pretty well-rounded software. So we're going to go up and click download, and they have a Mac and a Windows version. And you just put in your first name, your last name, your email, and click Get It Now. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back once it installs. Okay, once you have downloaded and installed Local, it'll look something like this when it first opens. Now it takes a couple minutes for it to install because it has to install VirtualBox. And the first time you open it, it may take a couple minutes for it to open because it has to install and configure the local machine that it runs on. Now I've installed this on a Mac and on a PC, and I've had a little issue sometimes loading it on the Windows machine. And usually that issue belongs with VirtualBox. So if you have a problem, my suggestion would be is to delete Local by Flywheel that you just installed. Come over to virtualbox.org and download VirtualBox and install it by itself, and then go back and reinstall Local by Flywheel. And 9 times out of 10, that's solved any installation problem that I've had on a Windows machine. So now it's ready to go. And the first time it opens, you'll be able to create a new site right here with the big green button in the middle. And then anytime after that, because you're going to have a list of sites that you've created that I'll show you in a second, you're going to have to go to this plus sign down here on the bottom left-hand side to add a local site. So we're going to create a new site. I'm going to name it WP Test. And you can look down here for advanced options. So if you'd like to change your local site domain or your path where your local sites go, or right here where you can create a blueprint, which I will show you how to do in another video, you can do it all right here. But for now, we're going to hit continue. Now you can also have preferred settings. So every site that you set up will have certain PHP, certain web servers, certain MySQLs, and you can set that up so you can use that, which I will also do in another video. But right now we're going to do custom. I'll keep the PHP version at 7.0.3, but as you can see, you can change it from 7.2 all the way down to 5.4.45 right now. Hold on a second. Nope, it goes all the way down to 5.2.4, all the way up to 7.2. I'm going to change this to Apache, and then I'll leave my MySQL version there, or you can change it to 5.6. Now you can also connect to Flywheel, the hosting company itself, which we don't use, so we're going to skip that. We're going to hit continue. Now you need a WordPress username and a WordPress password and a WordPress email, just like you would if you were setting up a real site. Just for the test, I'm going to use admin, and I'll leave the WordPress email for now. Advanced options. This is where you can set it up for our WordPress multi-site if you'd like. And then we're just going to click add site. And it's going to go out, set everything up. It's going to go out and provision Apache. It's going to find the latest WordPress. It's going to download it. And it's going to be just like you installed WordPress fresh right on your local computer. So we'll let it do its thing here, and then we'll be right back. Okay, and here it is. It probably took well under 2 minutes, and we have a custom WordPress site right on our local computer. And here you'll get the overview of what you just installed on the Apache, the 7.03 PHP, etc. Your database is here, and if you hit the adminer, you can go in and play with the database just like you would if you knew what you were doing. I don't personally like to go into here. And you can set your SSL. And then you can go here and set Mailhog for your utilities. And it works just like WordPress do. You hit the admin, and you can go to the admin site and log in. If you hit view site, it'll look familiar to you, I hope, of what the WordPress site would look like. And once we sign in, you can see that it works just like a regular WordPress would work. You can install Gutenberg. As you can see in this video, this was pre-Gutenberg. You can add, we'll go down to plugins. You can add new. You can search for whatever you might want to search for. And install, activate, just like you would anything. Same thing for themes. You can add new. Search for themes. Download, install, just like you would on a real site. Do all your modifications, everything you need to do right here. And then, of course, in a later video, I will show you how you can take this and migrate it out of this and migrate it onto your live site and save you a lot of hassle. So that's it. I hope you'd enjoyed this video. And again, if you do, please hit the subscribe button below. Until next time, see ya.